Hello Toy Collector fans, Universal Toy Collector here and welcome to the channel. Join me as I give my thoughts and opinions on our trip to Orlando, Florida. Okay, so this morning then brings me to a little spot just outside of Guildford Town Centre called the Chantries. So yeah, it's quite a nice little place to go for a little stroll. I used to come here quite a bit as a kid, and it's yeah, quite nice looking countryside. So yeah, I do like this place. Anyhow, reason for the chat today is I want to sort of like go into a little bit more detail about our 2-week trip that we had away. Let you guys know how it went, what we liked, what we didn't like, and basically just for those of you thinking of going, just like give you a bit of advice and stuff like that, and my thoughts and opinions on what I would do if I was like taking a family out there and stuff like that. So we'll get to that in due time. And yeah, sorry, just starting this walk off and I'm going up these bloody great steps. So yeah, brilliant, and I'm puffing like an arsehole already. So as most of you know, and those that follow the channel, we got married last year, and I'm not going to go too much into that, but we ended up putting our honeymoon off as far back as possible as this year, to escape the COVID restrictions, which we did, which was great. My wife and I are both fully vaccinated, so when it came to travelling, we didn't have to test to get into the US, and we didn't have to do a test to go on our cruise. So anyway, whew, bloody hell already. When we booked the holiday, our initial plan was to spend the first week on International Drive. Then on the Friday of the first week, we would set sail for a three-night cruise around the Bahamas, and then come back and then go to the same hotel on International Drive. So that was the original plan. Oh, bloody hell. Whose idea was this to bloody come and do a walk and start off by going up a bloody great big hill? Oh, proper puffed. Oh, sorry guys, let's just get my breath back. Yeah, so that was our original plan, and that's the plan I thought we were going to be doing. Anyhow, the night before we flew out on the Saturday, we stayed at a hotel opposite Heathrow Airport, got a taxi to the airport the following morning. It's about a 10 minute journey, and lots of reports over these last few months of disasters at the airport with long queues and like issues with baggage and stuff like that. Well, by the time we got to the airport, we walked through the doors at Terminal 3. We were flying Virgin. We dropped our bags off, got through security, under 45 minutes. That was phenomenal. I wasn't expecting that, so we sailed through security, and so that was pretty comfortable. Then after that, obviously we had to wait around at the airport for a bit. We had I think it was a 10:30 half-10 flight. So we managed to get on the plane okay, not an issue, and the flight was about I think it was 9 hours 50 minutes to get from London Heathrow to Orlando Airport. So yeah, it was a long old flight. Changing the subject, I love this place, I really do. Absolutely stunning. Really peaceful. Beautiful, beautiful part of the country. So again, this is just about 10-15 minute drive from where I live. And like I say, it's just outside of Guildford Town Centre. So within walking distance. Now when we got to Orlando, again it didn't take too long to get through collecting your bags and going through security. But the week previous to us going out, they had a Hurricane Ian, which caused a hell of a lot of disruption. The airport was closed and there was every possibility that we could miss our flight. Now, obviously we would have been disappointed if we'd have missed the flight, but we've got to put things in perspective. We were lucky enough to manage to go out there and our problems seemed quite insignificant compared to what people have gone through with them losing their livelihoods, their homes and all that sort of stuff. So yeah, we were quite lucky, so we managed to get out there okay. That wasn't an issue.
It is, you know, once
when we got there, my cousin kindly picked us up and took us to our first hotel. Now, like I said, originally we were supposed to be going to the Avanti Palms Hotel on International Drive. Now, I've driven around Orlando before, so I've got a rough idea where I'm going. Also, I like to think I'm fairly educated and I can read, so I can see road signs and the likes. So imagine my surprise when we drove straight past the turning for International Drive. So with my cousin living out in Florida, didn't think anything of it. I thought, okay, well, he's obviously going to go a different route. But then a few minutes later I noticed that he jumped onto the I-4 and was heading towards Tampa, and that's obviously in the opposite direction to where we wanted to go. So I just said to my cousin, you do realise we're staying at the Avanti Palms on I-Drive? It's in completely the opposite direction. To which he replied, I thought it'd be great if we went for dinner first. So yeah, didn't argue with that, wasn't going to argue with that, so I thought, well, why not? I was feeling pretty peckish. Food on the plane, it isn't great, is it? So yeah, so we just carried on. And then he kept on saying we're going to go the back way. So I was like, okay, well, what do I know? I know what you're doing. So anyway, we ended up getting to our destination, and we pulled into a Disney hotel, which was the Port Orleans Riverside. Now, again, not thinking anything of it, pulled up to the checkpoint, and yeah, we ended up checking into the hotel, which obviously I was fairly surprised. So my wife kindly filmed that reaction, and I shall put that clip in right now.
Hi, Darren, you check.
Say what?
What's your last name?
Norris?
This place is crazy today.
We're checking in.
I don't think I've ever worked so hard on a kiosk.
Oh, wow.
It's okay.
Sorry, but we're getting dropped off though, so it's not going to be this vehicle or anything. I don't know if that makes a difference.
Okay.
We're just getting dropped off.
When did you do this? Are we staying here? Are we staying here?
Can I just see your ID?
Yes, sure.
Are we staying here?
That's for both of us. Thank you.
Could you just open
Oh, okay.
It's up until the cruise, but we are on the I-Drive the second week.
Thank you.
Thank you so much.
Is that what you were back into Virgin for at that time?
Possibly.
You sneaky toe rag. Not you, security lady. Well,
Yeah. I upgraded us just a little bit.
oh, no shit. Well, that's why we went the back way.
Yeah.
Because I thought, because I was reading signs for iDrive and it was that way and you went straight past it and I thought,
Yeah.
well, he knows where he's going, he lives here, so I won't question him. And then I was like, well, why are we going this way? That's why I said, are we going, you know, the advantage is up on the iDrive, isn't it?
Yeah.
Jeez. I know you went back into Virgin that time, but
Yeah.
you said it's a surprise, but I had
Yeah.
no idea and I totally forgot about that.
Ah.
Well, I'm pretty speechless.
So yeah, that was a really nice surprise. You know, it was the first time ever I've stayed on a Disney property, and I have to say, absolutely worth it. Absolutely fantastic. The hotel was amazing. The room was great. The room was great. The theming of it, absolutely superb. Look at this. Look at this scenery. Absolutely stunning. Love it. Awesome stuff. Yeah, so when you stay on Disney parks, when you stay on Disney property, you get free transport from the hotel to the parks, whether it be little friendship boat, whether it be a bus ride. It's all free, which is absolutely fantastic. And I think I'm going down a dead end here. Yeah, I'm not fancy going through there. Right, okay, come back. Yeah, so it's free, so yeah, brilliant. And also it enables you to get into the parks an hour early. Although rope drop is still at a certain time, you can access the park and get to the front of the queues for rope drop, and then get to the ride that you want to get to, which is a bonus. Back on the main path now, and I finally got my bloody breath back after going up that stupidly big hill. So yeah. Anyway, where was I? I've lost my train of thought now. Bloody hell. Yeah. So the Sunday, we arrived on the Saturday, and then we just spent a bit of time with my cousin, and then the following day on a Sunday, we didn't jump straight into a park. We've done that before, where we've had a long flight and a fairly late night, and then we've gone straight to the park the following day. That is an absolute killer. That is hard work. So we thought this time we'd try a different approach. So we just had like a chill day on the Sunday. Again, we met up with family, spent time with them for the day, had breakfast. That's where I was introduced to chicken and waffles and maple syrup. So as breakfasts go, where are we going down here? We go this way. As breakfasts go, that was absolutely amazing. It shouldn't work, but it did. So yeah, I'm a chicken and waffles fan, big time now. So come Monday, we went to the Magic Kingdom. That was our first park we went to, and I had every intention of walking around with the camera and filming and stuff like that, and I actually started off doing that. But then I thought to myself, well, I'm not a theme park vlogger, and also I'm not a big fan of roller coasters, although I enjoy going on them. I do struggle with motion sickness and stuff like that, and then that's mainly on simulated rides. It makes me sick as hell, and it kind of puts me out of action for 2 to 3 hours because my head's spinning and I just feel nauseous. So I had every intention of filming, and so I did. So I filmed one ride, the first ride we went on, which was Space Mountain, and I shall put the clip of that in right now. Okay, so here we go. First ride of the day. Awesome. Oh, Jesus Christ. Bit of a stop-start for the moment, so. And I'm doing this on an empty stomach as well. Oh my God. Okay, so here we go. Oh, what? Oh, God. You're probably not going to be able to see much, but oh well, never mind. You better hear me screaming like a little girl, no doubt. There you go. Yeah, riding this on an empty stomach, so I don't know how I'm going to feel after this. Here we go. Here we go. Oh! Oh my God. Oh! Oh! Oh, man, this is rough. Oh! Oh, oh my God. Oh! 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 Jesus. Oh! This is a rough ride. Oh, oh my God. Oh, God's sake. Oh, 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 God. Oh my God. Oh, 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 God. Oh, Jesus Christ! Oh my gosh! Have we done yet? No? Oh, damn it! Oh, flipping heck! Oh, oh my God! Oh, we slowed down a little bit now. Is that it? Oh, I think that's it. Oh my gosh. Okay, so that's it, guys. First ride done of the day. Don't feel too bad.
And be sure to watch your kids. If any of you folks are wearing hats or glasses, just remove them, because this here's the wildest ride in the wilderness.
Okay guys, if you haven't noticed, next ride is Big Thunder Mountain. I love this ride. Awesome. Woo. So if you hear someone screaming like a girl, that would be Georgie and not me. Okay, here we go. Awesome stuff. Oh my God. Oh, look at that. That's great. Oh, shit. Oh my God. Oh wow. Getting thrown around like a ragdoll here. So it looks like there's a bobcat on the top of that cactus. I've never noticed that before in the warthogs. Wow. Okay, here we go. There's the goat. There's the goat. Oh my God. Oh my God! Gee. Woo!
hold on to this as well. Oh my! Oh! Oh, I think that's it. Is that it? Is that it? That's it. Oh my goodness. Whew. Woo! That was awesome. Love that ride. Woo! Oh God. That's another ride, guys.
So yeah, there you go. That was my reaction to Space Mountain. Wasn't too bad. It's quite mild compared to some of the rides out there. But then once I'd done that, I was going to start filming more rides. But then I was more interested in concentrating on doing the filming than what I was actually being in the park. And I didn't want to take anything away from the experience of me being there and spending time with my wife. So I opted not to do any more filming in the parks or on the rides. I just wanted to immerse myself in the experience and enjoy the experience of being there and not have to worry about filming, you know, and that kind of thing. So unfortunately Space Mountain was the only ride that I did film on, and so I know I said when I went over there that I was going to start filming and doing this and that and the other. Unfortunately it didn't work out like that. Again, like I said, I'm not a vlogger of theme parks and stuff like that, and I did kind of feel a bit uncomfortable walking around filming. I don't mind it like this when it's, you know, a quiet place and stuff like that, and there's no one around. It's not that busy. So yeah, so the rest of the rides, if you do get to go, one of the main rides that you must go on, especially if you're Star Wars fans, is Rise of the Resistance. Now we missed this in 2019 because it wasn't fully opened yet, so we were lucky enough to get a boarding pass and go on Rise of the Resistance. And as I said before, just take away the fact that it's set around the sequels and just go in and enjoy the experience and immerse yourself within that environment, because it is absolutely phenomenal. I was literally blown away. The detailing that, can you get out this way? Yes you can. Yeah, the detailing, the everything about the ride I absolutely loved. And there was one moment where I had to close my eyes because that was like a simulated part. Look at that view. Absolutely stunning. So we're right at the top of the Chantries now, right over the back, and this is looking out over at Chilworth and Shalford. So really amazing view. And I'm lucky today, it's fairly mild, it's sunny out. We have had some pretty shitty weather since I've been back, but this, look at this, fairly early in the morning. It's just coming up to 9 o'clock in the morning here. Absolutely stunning. Love it. Really nice. Yeah, anyway, so yeah, just enjoy the experience of that ride. It's absolutely fantastic. So we then went around like the different parks. Another must-do ride is the new one at Epcot, which is Guardians of the Galaxy Cosmic Rewind. Now this is quite a hairy kind of roller coaster, and I thought, well, I want to go on it, it's new. So I thought, I'll tell you what, let's get some Dramamine and it will help with the motion sickness. So yeah, that's a great idea. So I took 2 Dramamine tablets at around 12 o'clock. Our boarding pass wasn't until 2, but then that coincided with the restaurant that we'd had booked. So with the boarding pass, you can turn up after your boarding number's been called, but you can't get in early. So I thought, well, okay, we'll go and get something to eat. So this was around 2 o'clock. So before I've had my dinner, or before we've had our dinner, I was munching on another couple of tablets, Dramamine tablets. And my wife said, what are you doing? I said, well, I've just taken tablets. And she goes, well, why have you done that? I said, because we're going on a ride. And she goes, yeah, but you've taken tablets like literally 2 hours ago, right? Look at the box, read the instructions, Yeah, it's 2 tablets every 4 to 6 hours, not 2 tablets every 2 hours. So yeah, let's just say I felt a little bit spaced out. I felt so drowsy. Now the ride was amazing. I didn't have any issue with the ride. So it sort of launches you backwards and then it sort of like spins round, the car spins round. So that was fantastic, great theming. But my God, at the end of the night, when we were on the bus on the way back, I was just completely out of it. I was spaced. I felt so drowsy. I could hardly keep my eyes open on the bus. And then when we got actually back to the hotel, but as soon as my head hit the pillow, I was zonked. I was absolutely sparkoed. It was the best night's sleep I think I've had for like a long time. The downside to that is the following morning I felt quite drowsy, so I still felt quite affected by the fact that I'd taken too many Dramamine tablets in a short space of time, but that kind of wore off as the day went on. Any case, so yeah, so Monday we did Magic Kingdom, on the Tuesday we did Epcot, Wednesday we went to Animal Kingdom, and then the Thursday we went to Hollywood Studios, looked around Galaxy's Edge, which was amazing. And then Thursday night we got picked up by my cousin. We went down to a place called Melbourne, which is on the east coast of Florida, and it's only a stone's throw away from Port Canaveral, which is where we were headed the following morning on the Friday to board our cruise ship, the Disney Wish. Yeah, so our boarding time was 12 o'clock or 12 midday. So, oh shit, what's that? No, there's cows in this field. Yeah, I don't fancy walking over with them. I'm gonna play it safe and head back this way. So, yeah, so our boarding time was 12 o'clock. So we boarded the ship, and oh my God, listen, I've never been on a cruise before, and neither has my wife. So we thought we weren't too sure whether we'd like it or not, so we play it safe and just do a 3-night cruise. As soon as we got on there, we were just blown away. Absolutely blown away. Wow, absolutely fantastic. Yeah, it's such a beautiful ship, and yeah, I think we didn't set sail until 4 that day, so 4 later on that day. So we just like spent time looking around the ship and stuff like that, and I thought, well, I could do with a haircut. It's getting a bit long. Do a haircut and a shave. So they've got a barber's on there. So me, I'm very challenged when it comes to a full head of hair, as some of you may or may not have noticed. And so I thought, well, I'll treat myself. So got myself, you know, pampered and stuff like that. Yeah, so $103 later for a short back and sides and a shave. I was like, bloody hell. So yeah, just to let you know, it's fairly expensive to get your noggin cut on a cruise ship. So where am I going? I'll go back this way. So yeah, and another thing about the cruise as well is that there was no money. Bloody hell. They didn't take any money, so it's all done on a thing called a key to the world card. Now you pick these up when you get to your room, and they're just in a little pouch just outside your door when you get to your room. And what these do, they enable you to get around the ship, they enable you to get into your room, and also the card is linked to an app, which your app is then linked to your bank account. So instead of like using cash on the ship, you just put that card in and use that card, and then it'll that'll give you payments, or that'll make you payments and stuff like that. It also lets you on and off the ship when you stop at different ports. We stopped off at Nassau, and we stopped off at the Disney owned island called Castaway Cay, which was beautiful, really nice relaxing time. So, not being on a cruise before, I was a bit worried about whether the ship would be rocking and stuff like that, and whether it was, that never happened. We felt a little bit, but on the whole, we didn't really sort of feel anything. I mean, I woke up at about 1:30 early Saturday morning and heard the hangers in the cupboard rattling around and stuff like that, and I did feel quite a bit of rocking, but other than that, it was fairly decent. It wasn't too bad, so we enjoyed it. My wife got a little bit emotional. She got overwhelmed by it all, which is understandable. So but yeah, so the first full day of the cruise, on the Saturday we stopped off at Nassau, and I have to say, enjoyed the experience of being there, but wasn't really sort of taken aback by Nassau. I mean, we didn't do any of the excursions. They have a place there called Atlantis. It's a massive water park and hotel complex, which is fairly expensive, so we opted out of that. And but yeah, so we're walking around, and it was scorching. It was really, really warm, so we ended up walking around just local in the little town centre, and then we went off to see the Queen's Steps, which is this massive stairway built by the Queen's, well, slaves, basically. They were slaves, and they built these steps for the Queen. This is dating back many years. Obviously, we've moved on from that malarkey now, haven't we? So yeah, so there was that. And at the top of these stairs, we were gasping for a drink. So at the top of these stairs, there was a guy selling drinks and stuff like that, and we thought, oh brilliant, we'll just have some water. So he charged us $4 each for 2 bottles of water. Oh no, sorry, it's $4 for 1 bottle of water, so we end up getting charged $8 for 2 bottles of water. So thank you very much, paid him, walked off, went to open it. Another bloody big hill, and we noticed that the bottle cap wasn't secure on there. So basically what he's done, got a couple of bottles and just filled it up with bloody tap water. So I was like, exciting. So we just had like a little sip just to quench our thirst, and then threw it away because I didn't really fancy drinking like tap water. That could have been from anywhere. Didn't fancy that. So just be careful if you do go on the island. Either get your beverages or your fluids from a shop, and not one of these vendors outside, like independent vendors, or just take a drink off the ship and take it with you. My advice for that. Following day, on the Sunday, was at Castaway Cay. Again, not a great deal to do there, but that was fine with us. There was an adults only beach, no kids allowed, so we had to get like a little taxi or trolley up to the beach, and we just sat there in our little lounges with our feet in the sea. It was bliss, absolutely amazing, loved it, so relaxing, it was fantastic. So of course, me not having much hair, I tend to burn, so I made sure that I put loads of slap on. The only part of the bodies that we didn't put sun lotion on was our feet, so we ended up with burnt feet, and currently my feet are in the process of peeling. So yeah, but the food there, again, absolutely first class. They had like a barbecue type sort of thing on a Sunday, and it was just absolutely fantastic. And if you get a chance to go there, and you do go there, try the ribs. I know I never normally eat ribs, but I've heard so many good things about these, so I thought I'd try them, and I'm glad I did. Fantastic. Okay, so after our cruise on the Monday, we docked at 6:30, went down for breakfast, and then we had to be off the ship by a certain time, so we got off like fairly early-ish. A cousin come and picked us up again, and he then ended up taking us up to iDrive for our next hotel, which was the Avanti Palms. Now in the brochure, the rooms that they were showing looked amazing, absolutely amazing. Then we got to our room and thought, okay, yeah, it's a bit of a not brilliant, is it? So the view across the road to Universal's water park, Volcano Bay, looked absolutely amazing. Loved that, wasn't an issue. It was a big room. It wasn't carpeted, so there was lots of echoing and stuff like that. The bathroom was a lot to be desired. There was mould around the shower curtain, which I didn't like, and then it felt quite damp in there. We woke up, so we stayed one night. We woke up in the morning and our clothes felt quite damp. So I was still in bed at this time, but I didn't realise that Georgie had used the bathroom and the toilet system had buggered up, so she was in there fixing that. So, oh, here we go. Bloody great big hill. Look at this. So yeah, we were at where were we? Bloody hell, Hollywood Studios again. And we were walking around, and she said, she asked me, "Oh, what do you think of the hotel?" And I said, "Well, I'm not really taken back by it. It's not great, is it?" And then she said, "Do you mind if we swap out hotels?" I was like, yeah, not a problem. So Georgie got onto the Virgin Map, and boy, listen, we had no issues at all. When the office opened, she got straight back to us. Now Georgie did declare that it wasn't an emergency, just when you have the time to get back to us. She got back to us, and then I think by 2:30 we'd hopped from Disney, Hollywood Studios over to Epcot. We'd swapped hotels, all done and dusted. Now it was an extra $199 for the 3 or 4 nights that we had remaining. So that was sorted out straight away. We did get an upgrade, and we ended up staying at the Rosen Central, or the Rosen Centre, which is down the bottom of our drive near SeaWorld and directly opposite the Orlando Convention Centre. Now, we couldn't book out that day because we was at the park, and we needed to be booked out by 11 o'clock that morning. So they'd arranged it so we could book out the following day. So that's exactly what we did. Following morning, we got up, packed up, got a lift ride down to the Rosen Centre, and yeah, absolutely blinding, fantastic. Loved the hotel, absolutely awesome. What I will do at the end of this video is we've got some pictures, so I'll just do like a montage of pictures and stuff like that at the end of this video with the cruise ship and the hotels and stuff like that. And because I've, like I say, we didn't really do too much filming, so I'll chuck some photographs on at the end there. So yeah, so the rest of Tuesday consisted of going to Epcot, and we met up with some of Georgie's friends, Facebook friends from the Florida Vloggers Facebook page. So that's where Georgie's an admin on there, and we met up with Hannah and Sandeep, her husband. So that was really nice. That was on the Monday. No, it wasn't. Bloody hell. That was on the Tuesday. Then the Wednesday, we our first visit to Universal. So we did Universal Studios. We did some rides. Now again, I had every intention on going on the big roller coasters, which, to be fair, I did. Now in the last few years, I've been lucky enough to go to Universal Florida and the likes, and I've never gone on the big rides, and that was simply because I was so ill on one of the rides back in 2018 called Flight of Passage, which was at Animal Kingdom, and it's a simulator ride, and it's a 3D simulator ride. Now those two combined together, I was physically sick after getting off the ride, and that was the first big ride we went on, so that's sort of like put me off going on the rides. So this time I had every intention of going on the big roller coasters, and the first one we went on was Hulk, and I said yep, that's what I've come here to do. I'm going to do this. Brilliant. I felt quite brave. Got in the queue, and then we outside the queue, and I'm thinking, oh shit, what have I done? I'm not looking forward to this. So the queue started moving on. We got inside, very well themed. Took my attention away from, where am I going here? I think it's a left at the end. Okay, yeah, so it took my attention off the ride, and then I was looking around at other people, and there's people older than me, going to go on the ride, and I thought, well, if they can do it, I can bloody well do it. So I got on the ride. Georgie sat next to me. The lap bars come over. By that time, you're not going to be doing anything, are you? You're not going anywhere apart from around the ride. So yes, I shit myself. I proper shit myself. So it's a launch ride. So you start off nice and smooth, and then you end up going up the launch tube, and then I think it's halfway up the launch tube, it just accelerates, and fucking hell, that was quick, that was rapid. And as soon as it comes out the launch tube at a high speed of knots, hello, yeah, as soon as it comes out the launch tube, it goes into like an invert, and then it goes down and into like another invert, and then into a loop, and I was fucking all over the place. And it's a smooth ride, but it didn't do my head any good. So I was like, oh, Jesus Christ, I'm feeling a little bit rough. So I had to have something sweet. So any excuse to have like a treat, which I had, because it gets the sugar back round in my body again, and it sort of made me feel okay. And then we moved off around the park, and we got to the Jurassic World themed area, and I really wanted to go on Velocicoaster. I really did. And I thought, well, George, you go on it first. And then when she come off it, she said it was fantastic. She said, but it was so intense. And yeah, so I didn't end up going on that one, which was a shame. But there you are. What can you do? And then later in that day, we went to Disney Springs, and we met up with some more of Georgie's friends from her Facebook page. So we met up with Desiree and her husband Ramon, and then we met up with Hannah again and her husband Sandeep, and we met up with Ashley, and we went to a place called Homecoming for dinner. Oh, gee whiz, wow. I've got to say that I've never seen such huge portions of food in my life, and by this time I'd like start to hit a food wall, because I had previously eaten a lot. So yeah, I haven't got a freaking clue where I'm going. I'm just walking around talking, and I'm not paying attention to where I am. Gee, bloody hell. Okay, alright, let's just follow it this way. Yeah, so I ended up having chicken and donuts, which was fairly different. But yeah, it was good. It was good. We had a great time. So it was lovely meeting up with those guys. And then on the Thursday, we had booked tickets for Halloween Horror Nights at Universal Studios. My God, wow, absolutely phenomenal. What these guys do, and the entertainment they put on, and the atmosphere that was created, and the theming were absolutely brilliant. And so we met up with my family later that day, and they were going to come and join us. And they turned up about an hour later than anticipated, which in a way worked out well, because we had a fast pass ticket or an express pass to go in these houses. So by the time they got there, I'd managed to get 4 houses done. Now Georgie isn't keen on scare zones, or she isn't keen on that kind of thing, so she opted out of going into the houses. So I went through on my own until my cousins and his family turned up. So we sort of like went around together, and then Georgie waited, and then Georgie likes going on the rides, so they went on a few rides while I sat and waited. So that sort of like worked out okay. But there was 10 scare houses in total, and I managed to get 7 done. So I can't really grumble at that. That was pretty good going. So yeah, thoroughly enjoyed that. My favourite house would have been Blumhouse and Black Phone. That got me 6 times, and 2 of those times were in the first 20 to 30 seconds of me walking in the bloody door. And then the next one I enjoyed was the Halloween house from the movie Halloween. So well themed. I got like jump scared 4 times. And another good one was Bugs Eaten Alive. Right, now I've got to find out which one am I going. This way. Okay. Oh yeah, so here we go. There's some more scenery there. So there's a a path up the top there that leads to Pewley Downs. Nice notice there. That path will take you up to Pewley Downs. So yeah, that'll be another walk, another day. Yeah, so Bugs Eaten Alive was another great house. Didn't exactly scare me so much, but it made me come out feeling dirty. It made me come out feeling itchy and like I had bugs all over me. It was like a psychological kind of house, and that's how it made me feel, because it, like, obviously bugs and stuff like that, and there's loads of bugs running around and little cobwebs and stuff like that, and I'm not a great fan of spiders. So yeah, but yeah, all in all, fantastic evening, fantastic vacation. On the Friday we decided to have like a kind of chill day, so we didn't go to a park. We went to a car museum called Dieselland, which is right at the top of International Drive. So we went there, that was fantastic. And then we went to what did we do later that day? Yeah, we went to Icon Park and did the big Orlando Eye. It's a bit like the London Eye in London, but obviously in Orlando. So I thought, yeah, let's do that. We've been here loads of times, we've never done this, it'd be something different. So we decided to do that. Oh, I've walked a lot further than I thought I had. Oh, shit now. Okay, so yeah, we decided to do that, and yeah, let's just say I won't be doing it again. We got to a certain point. It was night time, so you know, we wanted to look at the view and see all the lights and all the pretty lights and stuff like that. And yeah, brilliant, fantastic, love doing that. But Jesus Christ, it got to a certain point. Hang on a minute, I'm gonna get back to you in a second. I just want to traverse this. Yeah, so I made it across there safely. Thank God for that. So yeah, got to a certain point and I was standing up, and these like capsules, you've got like a little seat in the middle with a pole. I got to a certain point and I was standing by the window, and I looked down, and God knows why I'd done that, but as soon as I looked down, my stomach knotted and my legs buckled, and I went, oh, for fuck's sake. So I ended up sitting down, and that is where I stayed for the remainder of that journey on that big wheel. I shit myself, proper shit myself, to the point where I could not move. My legs had frozen stiff, my thighs were tense, I couldn't move, and I just held on to that pole, and the higher up we got, the worse I felt. And I shall be putting a clip of that incident in right now.
I find holding the pole also helps.
I can't move, my legs are fucking frozen.
Or just twist your bum.
Why can't we see Epcot?
I don't know why we can't see fucking Epcot. Well, no, twist your bum towards me, darling. Here we go.
This is great, isn't it?
This is your idea. Can I just say this is your idea?
Oh look.
This was his idea. Well, we're pretty much at the top.
This is what giving birth's like, then. So giving birth, this is painful. I am shitting bricks. My legs haven't moved.
Oh no, but we're good. Yeah, but that's the worst it's going to be, obviously. I don't know if it's better at night actually than it would have been in the day. I don't know where it might be. Why do you say contemporary was over there somewhere?
I think that's contemporary. I don't think it is.
No.
I think you'd have seen it.
I don't want to let go.
I'm not going to let go either. Oh. I was standing by the window to start with.
Where is that?
There's your F4, that's looking busy. Yay. There's iDrive.
Oh, Jesus.
Oh, where's Downton? Oh, God. If I wasn't sitting down, I think I would have fallen over.
Oh, my goodness.
All I can say is, fuck this for a game of soldiers, and I'm not doing this again. I've done it once, but I need to do it than I know.
I wonder if it feels the same in London as it does here. Smile for the camera. Oh, you're in the dark a bit.
Yeah, good night.
Sorry.
I think an alcoholic beverage would have helped.
An alcoholic beverage.
Yeah.
Oh, we're over the top. Look.
Oh, brilliant. Look at that. Excellent.
Very pretty.
It's lovely. Oh, my legs are... I'm going to have such muscly legs. They're going to be so toned after this, they are tense. Well, come and see Epcot, Magic Kingdom. That's what I come up here for. I would have been in the wrong place. We're looking in the wrong
Probably.
direction.
Maybe.
Oh, I bet we've been looking in the wrong direction all this time.
Oh, flash in the sky.
I don't know. I think it might have just...
Ooh.
Oh, it's lightning. Oh, that's not good.
Well, it's over there. We'll be fine. Let me come stand here with you.
No, please.
Here I am.
That's very nice. That's not that far away, love.
What?
The lightning.
It's a firework. That's why.
Is it? How do you know?
It's because something shot up into the sky.
That's not firework that high up, love.
Really?
That's lightning. Yes, that's lightning. Oh, look, I can see the golf from here. I'm sure I'm down there playing golf. Don't wobble about.
Oh, try not to wobble about. Sorry. Can't get it. I know why, because there's some sort of light on the window that keeps stretching.
Okay, do you want to sit down, love?
Okay.
Cheers.
But we're a ways down now.
Yeah. Yeah.
This far down.
That golf place is quite nice. I like that private golf.
Oh yeah,
That's good. That's look at that.
pirate golf.
Yeah, private ship and so. What is that?
I don't know. People screaming probably. That's not a hotel, that green one, is it?
Yeah, the blue one in the middle.
Is it?
Yeah.
How low we are now.
Uh,
We're getting right low again now.
yeah, no, it's good. I can safely say I will never do that again.
Oh, there's a Union Jack down there. That's really cool.
Is there? That must be the fish place, fish and chips. So yeah, we've done that ride now. We don't need to do it again. So but anyways, that Union Jack that you saw all lit up, that was Gordon Ramsay's fish and chip shop. We stopped off up there and we had some food. We didn't have fish and chips. Georgie had a fish witch and dirty fries, and I had a chicken witch and just regular fries. And my god, it was amazing. It tasted so good. And after we had that, we just had a little walk around Icon Park, then headed back to the hotel because we had to pack up. And then sadly, the following morning on the Saturday, we took our bags down to concierge. We checked out the hotel, then went back down to Orlando Point for breakfast. We walked down there. It wasn't too far, it's about a 20-minute walk, half an hour at the most. And then we ambled back, got our bags from the concierge, got a taxi and headed back to the airport. So yeah, so that was our experience. We had a thoroughly good time. We loved it. And again, it's no secret that myself and Georgie, we would love to move out that way at some point in our lives. So the weather was great, and I know you get hurricanes and stuff like that out there. We know that, but yeah, it was just the atmosphere was great. We love the area. We've got family over there. You know, why not? To me, it kind of makes sense. You'll try something different in life, and hopefully one day that will happen. So on the whole, as I said, we've had a really good time, but there are a couple of things that I wasn't too. Look at this fucking shit here that I've got to walk through. Bloody hell! Yeah, there's a couple of things that we weren't too impressed with. It didn't dampen our holiday, however. One of them is quite an amusing thing. So we've always wanted to try grits. It's a southern dish by all accounts. I'm not a food connoisseur or anything like that, or that polished up on different foods of the world, but I understand it's a southern dish. And for the last year and a bit, we've been watching certain vloggers, and they've been saying they've had grits and stuff like that. And then we've had conversations with my mum, and she's come and said, "Oh yeah, well, you know, grits are disgusting. Don't like them." I was like, okay, every time we see you, you tell us you don't like grits. We know that. We're still going to try it. We want to find out for ourselves. Anyway, on the morning of our disembarkation from the cruise ship, we went for breakfast, and they had grits on the menu. So we thought, well, tell you what, we'll try these. We'll have some breakfast grits. Why not? So we got a bowl each, and I said to Georgie, you go first. So she picked the spoon up, put a mouthful of grits in her mouth, and her face dropped. She snarled and said, "On with your mother," and threw the spoon back in. I tried it. It's disgusting. Absolutely disgusting. Listen, you can dress it up any way you want. You can put cheese in it, you can put shrimp in it, you can even put maple syrup on it, which is what we did. But the bottom line is, you can't polish a turd. Yeah, it was disgusting. Now, most of the foods, well, a lot of the foods, we really enjoyed out there. But you can keep your grits, and I won't tell you what you can do with your grits, but we won't be having them again. So that was a kind of an amusing situation we found ourselves in with something that we weren't too keen on. Another thing that we were quite disappointed with was the fact that when we went in 2019, if you went round a park and you were going around and you're doing your shopping early, you could buy your bits and bobs, they put it in a bag, and then what they would do, they would take it down to guest services at the front of the park. Well, there's a few bits that we both liked on our first day at Magic Kingdom, so I thought we'll get these. So we did that, we bought them and said, would you be able to drop them off down to the guest services? It's a free service, bearing in mind it wouldn't cost anything. The lady behind the counter said, unfortunately we do not do the service anymore because of COVID. Now, come on guys, COVID was practically 2 years ago. We're in a far better situation than what we're in now, okay? And then she turned around and said, you need to go and pay for a locker. So you've gotten rid of a free service, and you're supplying us a service where we've got to pay. Now it was about $12 for a large locker. Bearing in mind you can have it all day, but come on, right? Let's get that service back again. Like I say, it's a free service, and it's a little thing. It's the little things that, you know, you're a multi-million pound company, Disney. Yeah. Everybody lost money in 2020, right? It affected the whole world, right? Don't try and make up for that and get rid of free services and start charging people. As it is, you put your ticket prices up again, which isn't great. There was a time when there was a sort of like a line drawn in the sand where ticket prices wouldn't exceed £100 or $100 a day. That has now been passed. That has been surpassed, and surpassed by a fair bit of money. So if you're a family of 4 and you're wanting to go to Disney, it will be expensive if you just get a single day pass. If you're going away like we did, we bought a package holiday, and we ended up this time around with a 10-day hopper pass. But because of what happened in 2019 with my daughter going back early and she only used 1 day, we couldn't get a refund on that, so they gave us two free 10-day passes, which we used for this time around. So that didn't cost us anything, so we were lucky there. But it works out cheaper for someone from the UK to get tickets because they're getting it in a package. Whereas if you just want to go for a day and you're a resident around the area, yes, you have like a residence discount, and then you can be an annual pass holder. It's still a lot of money, and it's the same with Universal. I mean, my cousin, there was 4 of them went when they met up with us, and that cost them just over $400, you know, for the 4 of them just to get in to the park. Yeah, that didn't include the express passes for the scare houses. So if they had have ended up getting the scare house express passes, that would have been near enough another $500. So for a family of 4 to visit a park for one day and get the express pass, it will end up costing them near enough $900 for one day. That is obscene. That is ridiculous. And the reason people do get express passes, which depending on what day you go, I mean, ours I think was $129. But if you don't, then you can end up waiting or spending the most of your night in queues. I mean, the longest queue I think was about 70 minutes, 70-minute wait to get into one of these houses. It's just crazy money. And listen, this is to both Disney and Universal, right? I understand costs are going up, but for the average person that's on an average wage, they are going to proper struggle, and you're going to price people out of going to your parks. Yeah, think about it. Yeah, the amount of money you make through, especially Disney, through car parking alone, that exceeds my yearly income by a fair bit, and that's just for your parking. Don't forget, on top of that, you've got merchandise, you've got ticket prices. So don't price the average family out, because an average family of 4, you're going to be looking at a lot of money if you don't have an annual pass, and if you're not a resident of the Florida area. So just think about it. Yeah, stop being greedy. I know it's all about making money, I get that, every company's like it, but just throw in little services and keep rising your ticket prices. Right? Don't use COVID as an excuse. Don't use supply and demand as an excuse. Yeah? Just think about it. Another thing as well that I think they should revert back to what they had. So in 2019, you could go on the Disney app on your phone and you could acquire a fast pass. And you could only get like 2 or 3 of these fast passes at a time. And then once you've used the fast pass, you're eligible again to get another fast pass to go on the rides. Well, that was a free service. Well, guess what? They've got rid of the free service, and they now have Genie Plus, which you have to pay for. So you pay for Genie Plus, and then that will entitle you to go on certain rides for free. Well, not for free, but it will entitle you to go on certain rides as a lightning lane, and it won't cost any extra. But like say like for example, you've got like Rise of the Resistance, Smuggler's Run, and you've got the new ride, Guardians of the Galaxy Cosmic Rewind. These rides and certain other rides are not included in Genie Plus. So even though you have paid for Genie Plus, you then have to pay an extra $12 to $15 per person for a lightning lane. Now again, that is wrong. You're just overcharging, and you're just milking people for money. Yeah. Now, because a lot of people do not want to buy the lightning lanes, and they're refusing to pay the extra money, and rightfully so, it's making the standard line a lot longer. So the wait times are going up because people are not wanting to pay the extra $15 or however many dollars for an extra ride. So again, a family of 4, you're looking at $60 just to go on one ride. It's wrong. On top of the fact that you pay for Genie Plus in the first place. Again, business is business, but it's coming to the point now, especially in this current climate where people just cannot afford it. But the thing is, certain people will pay it, and it's those kind of people that it seems that are being catered for. And again, it's wrong. Absolutely, I don't agree with it. So, as much as I like Disney, as much as I like the way they put on their entertainment, the way they are with their guests, I mean, they bend over backwards to help and get stuff done and sorts things out. That's not the issue. Yeah, so I'm back in the car now. But yeah, look, like I say, we had a great time, but it does, and it can work out expensive if you've got a family of 4 going to one of these parks. The prices are going up, and no doubt they will go up again. Also on that point, if you are thinking of going to Orlando, Florida and Disney World and Universal, and you're taking a small family or a young family, my advice would be, I personally, if I took my family over there, if they were younger, I would take them over at the age of 10, simply because it's a long flight, B, it is a long day in the parks, and now with the queue times going up because of obviously what I've talked about, it makes it for a long, tiring day. Now, myself and Georgie, we're not youngsters, but we're not that old either. After the first 4 days, we were pretty knackered. I mean, we had 2 full days at the park where we got there early and didn't leave until quite late at night because we wanted to watch the fireworks. So that's a long day. That's a long day. Lots of walking around, and I saw lots of youngsters in pushchairs or strollers, and they looked absolutely shattered. And of course, you know what happens when kids get tired. They start playing up. They start getting leery, and that's not good. It takes enjoyment away from the kid, and it also takes enjoyment away from the parent because they're constantly telling the kid to pipe down. It is a long day, and also you want your kids to remember the holiday as well. So I think 10 would be the perfect age. If you are thinking of wanting to go to somewhere like Disney, then Euro Disney Paris is ideal. It's only a couple of hours away in France. The park's a lot smaller, and you still get that Disney vibe, and the kids at that age will really enjoy it. Other than that, that's pretty much it for this video. I've tried to cover as much as I can with what we did. I don't want to go too deep into everything. You know, I don't want to give a personal account of what we've done. This is not what it's about. It's just the experience we had, and our thoughts and opinions on it. And my thought and opinion is we had a fantastic time. And like I said, we would quite happily go back out there again. We'd definitely do a cruise again, probably for 5 days, whether that's with Disney again or whether we try a different cruise line like Royal Caribbean. We don't know. It's something to look forward to, something to plan for. And as I've said as well, it's a place where we want to go. I mean, we really do enjoy the United States. They do a lot of things well. And I get on with the people out there. We found them friendly. We found them helpful. Now, I know it's not like that everywhere. I understand that. You have your good and your bad in every country. That's we understand that. Oh, another thing as well is tips. Jesus Christ, we spent a lot of money on tips. Everything that you do not do yourself and someone else does for you, you have to tip them, which is something we'd have to get used to if we did go out there. But by and large, we had a fantastic time. Highly recommend it. If you're thinking of doing it, then do. Just bear in mind what I said about your children's ages and stuff like that. I would say the age of 10 will probably be an ideal age to take your kids. But other than that, yeah, all good. What I will do is put some photographs on at the end, some pictures, just a quick montage of some of the stuff that we did and some of the views we saw, and like some of the ship. But all I've got left to say is, if you're new to the channel, feel free to comment, like and subscribe. Hit that notification bell to let you know of more content. And as always, there will be more content. Thank you for watching. Take care, stay safe, and I shall see you in the next video. Hi guys, just editing the video and realised I missed a bit of information out. And that is, you can no longer just stroll up to any Disney park and expect to get in. You do need to make a reservation. So what we did is, once we got our tickets through, we booked well in advance the days that we wanted to go to the parks. So yeah, if you are planning a trip, then it's probably best to book your reservations before you go away, and make sure that you do it well in advance, because they do book up quite quickly. If you're lucky, you can make a reservation for the day. But if there's a big group of you, then I would suggest doing it in advance. Also, with park hopping, you can't just freely park hop anymore. You have to wait until after 2 p.m. So once 2 p.m. Comes round, then you can park hop from park to park. But if you want to go to, say, like Epcot in the morning, and you stay there till about like 11-12 o'clock, and then you want to hop on a Skyline over to Hollywood Studios, unfortunately you won't be able to do that until 2 p.m. So those are the bits of information that I missed out, and yeah, that's it basically. So thanks for watching, and see you in the next one. Take a snap of grills and send it to him.